Consider this question: what fraction of the figure is shaded? And then you are given four options, and you are given a figure. Figure is a big square which is again broken down into small squares, and some of the portions are shaded, and therefore the question says what fraction of the figure is shaded. This is a bit difficult question which may be asked in such type of questions may be asked in say achiever sections of IMO or maybe in level 2 exams. Such questions may be there in NSTSC, ASSET or some other Olympiads exams also. So this question also give you a very good exercise for your brain. Let us try to break this problem and solve it. For such type of questions where you are asked to find the fraction of a figure shaded or unshaded, your first task is to break that figure into smaller symmetric units. Symmetric units means you can see from the figure here is that you have got four rows, one, two, three, four rows, and the each of the row has got four number of squares, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 squares, so total number of squares will be equal to total squares will be equal to 4 times 4 rows multiplied by 4 small squares, which is equal to 16. You may count the number of squares also. There are 16 squares in total, and you can see that the smallest symmetric unit, symmetric means SYMMETRIC, symmetric means same on both sides. You can see, consider a small square, and then you may cut that down diagonally, and then if you fill one half with color or shade one half, you can say that this half is symmetric to this particular half. So this is symmetric. So triangle is the smallest symmetric part which is shaded over here. So this can be considered as the smallest unit. So number of units, next portion we have to count the number of smallest unit, or I will say units, number of units, which is basically this particular part I am talking about, the smallest part. There are 16 squares, so each square consists of 2 units. So 16 squares will consist of 16 multiplied by 2. 16 times 2 is equal to 32 units. So this is one of the important thing that first go into your head for moving further. So again, let me explain this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 times 4, 16 squares are there, and each square is broken into two parts, and each part is a triangle. So two parts for one square. So for 16 squares there will be 32 parts or 32 units. Okay. Next, we will count the shaded portion. So first of all, we will start considering column wise. So let us consider the first column. So I will consider this column first. I will color the border with red color. So this is one column, and you can see that half of the rectangle, which is consisting of four symmetric small squares, half of the portion is shaded. So 4 squares half shaded, 4 squares half shaded should be equal to 2 squares shaded, and 2 squares shaded means 1 square means how many units? 1 square equal to 2 units or 2 triangles, 1, 2. So 2 squares shaded means 2 squares shaded will be equal to 2 multiplied by 2 equal to 4 triangles or 4 units shaded. Please rewind what I have said and look for yourself and think by yourself. So what I mean to say over here is something like this, On the left hand side we have got a rectangle which is diagonally shaded. So this half portion is exactly similar to this unshaded portion. So half of this rectangle is shaded, and this shading can be done in this form also. Here also you can see half of the rectangle is shaded. So yeah, whether you shade like this diagonally or whether you shade like this horizontally, the shaded portion will be same for the rectangle on the left hand side and rectangle for the right hand side. As because these two are equal, we can again cut each of the squares into two parts, and we can see that each of the rectangle has got two squares shaded, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 basic units shaded. 4 units shaded. This should get into your mind very well. So this is half portion shaded. This is half portion 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 unshaded. This is equal to this half portion shaded, and this is half portion unshaded. So these two are one and the same thing, and therefore we can say that half portion of 4 squares means 2 squares, and 2 squares means 4 units. So 4 units are shaded for this particular rectangle and also this particular rectangle. I hope now you should be getting my point. So as we have taken this column wise, so here we can say, we can count portions shaded. Here portion shaded will be equal to 4 units. I encircle the figure. So this particular rectangle, a big rectangle, has got 4 units shaded. Similarly, we will now consider the second column, and I will color the border of the second column with green color rectangle. Now this rectangle has got how many portions shaded, or how many units shaded? This is 1, 2. This is a big square. We will cut that down into two parts: third portion, fourth portion, and the fifth portion. So from here we can conclude that 5 portions are shaded for this particular rectangular portion. Now I will take the third column. So this is violet color. So now again you can see that this is similar to this particular first rectangle. Here also we can say that this consists of 4 small squares, and half of all the 4 small squares, that is one rectangle, is shaded, and therefore this is equal to saying 2 squares shaded, and 2 squares shaded means 4 units shaded. So we can write down 4 units shaded. Now considering the last column, in the last column let it be yellow in color, the original color. I will only one square is shaded, and one square consists of 2 units, 1 and 2. So we can write that down. 2 units are shaded for the last column. Now what we can do, we will add the total number of shaded portions. So total number of shaded portions will be equal to 4 plus 5 9, 9 plus 4 13, 13 plus 2 15. Figure comes out to be 15. So this is the total shaded units. Units means, as we have already discussed again and again, the half portion of the square, of the smallest square, is the units. So 15 shaded units are there, and the total number of units is equal to 32, and the fraction shaded, and therefore fraction of the figure shaded will be equal to units shaded by total units, which is equal to 15. As we can see over here, total units shaded is equal to 15. So I will put over here, and the total number of units is equal to 32, which will go down in the denominator. So you can see that 15 by 32 is the fraction of the figure shaded. So here there are options where you can see that option D, telling 15 by 32, is the right option. Now a little bit of deviation in this particular question which may be asked. If the question asked is, what fraction of the figure is unshaded? If they ask you instead of shaded, unshaded, then what will be the answer? The answer will be, as you have found the total units shaded to be 15, then for fraction unshaded will be equal to units unshaded by total units. So let me have a space first. So total units, which we can see that total unshaded units will be equal to total number of units. So total number of units minus total number of shaded units. So total shaded units is equal to 15. So 32 minus 15 divided by total units is again 32. So I hope you get this point. This is the total units, and this is the total shaded units. The total unshaded equal to total units minus total shaded unit. You can do by this way, or you can count the total number of unshaded units following the same way, that following the same procedure as I have done for the shaded portion. So 32 minus 15 will be equal to 17 by 32. So this will be the answer if you are asked the fraction unshaded for the figure. Then this would have been the answer for the question. But here the question asked is fraction of the figure shaded. So the answer will be 15 by 32. So you should very carefully see what question has been asked, whether it is unshaded or shaded. Don't rush to solving. First decide whether you are asked about the shaded or unshaded portion, and then look into the figure minutely and see how you can break that down into some symmetric portions, so that you should be able to do such type of questions. There are many such questions in the mock test at decodemonk.com. So keep practicing, and if you practice well, then we at Decode Monk promise you that you will be an expert in solving such type of questions. Thank you, students.